The Israeli education system presents a paradox. On one hand, it boasts of promoting peace and tolerance, claiming to equip students with a nuanced understanding of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Proponents point to curricula that acknowledge past injustices and encourage dialogue. On the other hand, critics decry a system of indoctrination, one that systematically erases Palestinian narratives, demonizes their identity, and perpetuates a cycle of hatred and violence. This essay delves into the latter narrative, examining the deeply troubling aspects of Israeli education and their impact on the prospects for a just and lasting peace. It is crucial to move beyond rhetoric and examine the evidence. Official reports, academic studies, and the very content of Israeli textbooks paint a disturbing picture. They reveal a systematic effort to deny Palestinian history, culture, and even their very presence in the land. This erasure is accompanied by a relentless campaign of demonization, portraying Palestinians as enemies, terrorists, and obstacles to peace. Section 2. Erasure and Demonization. Palestinians in Israeli textbooks. Israeli textbooks are often devoid of any positive representation of Palestinians. Their history, culture, and daily lives are conspicuous by their absence. Palestinian narratives are silenced, replaced by a singular Jewish narrative that presents Israel's creation as a triumph over desolation, ignoring the vibrant Palestinian society that existed before 1948. Furthermore, when Palestinians do appear in these textbooks, it is often through a distorted lens of fear and suspicion. They are portrayed as threats to Israeli security, their image reduced to that of terrorists and aggressors. This dehumanization is further compounded by the use of derogatory language, painting an image of Palestinians as inherently violent and untrustworthy. The impact of such biased portrayals on young minds cannot be overstated. Section 3. Militarization and the normalization of conflict. The Israeli education system is deeply intertwined with the military. School trips to military bases, encounters with soldiers, and even shooting exercises are commonplace. Children are exposed to a militarized environment from a young age, normalizing the idea of conflict and perpetuating a culture of fear and distrust towards Palestinians. This militarization extends beyond the physical presence of the army in schools. Textbooks often glorify military achievements, presenting war and conflict as inevitable and even desirable. The Palestinian struggle for freedom is framed as terrorism, while Israeli military actions are justified as necessary for self-defense. This narrative leaves little room for empathy, understanding, or the pursuit of peaceful solutions. Section 4. The religious roots of intolerance. The influence of religious teachings on the Israeli education system cannot be ignored. The concept of Eretz Israel, the biblical land of Israel, is often used to justify the occupation of Palestinian territories. Religious schools, in particular, play a significant role in promoting a narrative of Jewish supremacy and Palestinian inferiority. This religious dimension reinforces the idea that the land belongs exclusively to the Jewish people, relegating Palestinians to the status of unwelcome guests in their own homeland. It fosters an environment where coexistence is seen as a threat to Jewish identity and security, further entrenching the cycle of mistrust and animosity.